Legally, is there any legal justification for homosexuality?
I told you I'm a human rights defender. And I see Pastor Sempa has come here. When I agreed to come to this show, I spoke to you.
I'm sorry, it's just storming.
No, he cannot just storm in. So if he storms in, I storm out. Thanks for your time. I cannot go on with this debate
Before
anymore.
you go, do you recognize these things?
Pepe, I'm sorry, can you give me a minute?
Pepe, do you recognize some of these things here? These are some of the things they use. I want to give you evidence. You see,
Pastor, aren't you being too harsh to these people?
Why
for once can't you relax and then think about the pain they go through as society ostracizes them?
Njagala olabe ebintu bino obiraba bino. Ebintu bino ze karoti ze bakozesa. Okiwulira? Bakozesa karoti zino ne befu oyo omuwala gw'olabye alowooza nti musajja. She thinks she's a man. But she does not have the equipment to be a man. So what do? To be able to try and penetrate the other person, they use carrots. Bakozesa carrot. Okiraba? Bakozesa amatooke.
I think you're being a little vulgar.
No. Bakozesa mbogoya. Bakozesa bino bichukamba. Nze mbadde mulago. I am a counselor. For many years I counsel people like her. When I counsel them, I discovered that they have problems. Some of the problems is when you use something like this. So when you use something like this and you put it inside you, you rip your urinary tract areas. When they put it inside there behind, ngabolaba Chris Mubiru. Abana bayulika chetuva tukiita okuvuga olupanga.
But this is a disorder, right? If it's a disorder,
yes.
Do you feel you're handling it the right way?
Yes.
Or you're being too aggressive, too harsh on them?
No. You see, first of all, we have the good Bible that tells us, even the Quran tells us that this is an evil. Tuchimanyi nti ekintu kino kikyamu. Bible yakiyita kibi. Era netubuulira nti mu mulembe ogujja waliwo abagenda okuvaayo ng'ate beekuba ki beepika ate nga beeteekamu ki amaanyi. Kati oyo omuwala omanyi ssente z'alina. Omuwala oyo alina ssente empya n'enkadde. Bw'ogenda ku Facebook ye bali mu kunywa emyenge, bali mu kulya, bali mu pate, tebakoowa. Nze kambabuulire ate ekira tulina n'olugendo mu Luganda ewaffe nze ndi musajja Muganda nti ow'ebbanga bw'otamuwemukira teweebikka. Kali bajja wano ne batandika okwambaza laba ayambadde obugoye obulungi. Owulidde? Ayambadde obugoye obulungi, ayambadde suuti naye si musajja mwana muwala. Ekibuzaabuza nti olaba ekyana, olaba omuwala omulungi. Naye ate kubanga Mukama yamutonda muwala ki? Mulungi mutunuulire. Kyana. Naye ate yeefuula omusajja.
His claim is he's biologically fated to be a woman.
What makes him...
I'm glad Pepe is back.
I'm glad she has got...
Can you shake hands before we proceed?
Of course. How are you, Pepe? Nsaba Mukama amaanyi go gayingira omwana wa fono.
Pastor, no.
Kamusabire ko Rwanda yagala.
No. Pastor, let's maintain civility on the show. Let's maintain civility. Let's maintain civility. Pastor Sempa argues that these are the instruments you use.
These are vegetables.
Yes.
I eat this on my plate.
You eat them on your plate?
Yes.
You don't use them when you're having carnal knowledge?
Absolutely no, and Sempa should stop misinforming the public.
Kati onalimba. Me, I'm a counselor. I've counseled many of these. First of all, they start in secondary school.
Why don't you start with counseling other than being confrontational to this young man?
This one is an evangelist. This is a missionary of Sodomy. Ono muminsani. Owulira ono muminsani yakulembera ekibondo kyabwe. Era gamba Uganda Africa Sodomy Association ono yakikulembera. Bayina budget ya million $4 eza $. Amasuti olowooza gano ga sente agajja mu wino.
Can you justify that? Just a second. Can you justify? Let me give him a chance to respond. Pepe.
Just translate what
Pepe,
the stuff is saying.
You are paid heavily to promote homosexuality in Uganda. What's your reaction?
It is not true. He claims I have a lot of money, I'm wearing fancy clothes and all that stuff. I do not even earn the amount of money he thinks. I do not even earn $100 a month or even annually. I do not make the money that he thinks that we make. I'm talking about promotion of homosexuality, recruitment and all those things. They do not exist. It's just the pastors and his group, their propaganda. Just to stop debate like this.
Yes. Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse in this country propagated by yourselves as human rights promoters? This guy does human rights promoters.
Just ask the question again.
Do you believe that there's been sexual abuse, actually sodomy, unleashed towards kids, towards underage children, and towards the vulnerable?
Propagated by my work.
Yes.
There is no such thing.
What's your work? What's your work? What does your work entail?
It entails advocacy around sexual orientation and gender identity. And this includes making sure that people that people access health services, they access education, they access, like the so-called normal Ugandans. We advocate for every person to be treated the same. Not because I am a transgender person, you treat me differently. We're all Ugandans and we are protected by the Constitution. I do not need counseling.
Okay, Sebo, let me help you, sir.
I do not need counseling.
I'm glad she's talking about for everyone. It's a she. You see, this one is a banana.
Don't abuse someone's sex.
I know her.
This gentleman is a transgender.
She's a female. There are no two. It is either male or female. Let me first tell you, sodomy is about confusion. Now, I want to bring you to speed. This person is confused, and she's exporting her confusion. She's a woman, but she's thinking, excuse me, Phil, I've given you a chance. You see, a banana is different from a cucumber. A carrot is different from a banana. I want you to understand. You cannot equate. No, these are not equal. So for you to say we are advocating for everyone's right. When you are a sodomite, you are committing a crime. And a crime that makes you social, excuse me.
They have a right.
No. You have a social obligation. This is a truth. You have a social obligation when you commit a crime. If you knock someone, you commit a crime. So for you to come and say, we want to advocate for anyone's right, criminals and innocent people, they are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Now, Pastor, so have you been affected by what they do?
Of course.
How?
I am at Makerere. These people have begun several organizations. First of all, the Americans and the Europeans are putting a lot of money in the faculty of law to train people like this one in how to come and speak. Now she's going to go back and ask for money. Again, I follow you ardently on your Facebook. I follow you ardently.
Thank you.
So I'm not uninformed. This one is part of sexual minorities, Uganda. Part of their groups, when they get pregnant, they chase them away. I've been counseling about 5 girls who, because when the lesbians get pregnant, then they come and tell me what is going on. Their life is full of misery. Pate after pate. She can never have children.
You love what you do, don't you?
I absolutely love my work, yes.
Of course.
And you're protected by the Constitution.
Yes, I am protected by the Constitution.
Where's the constitutional provision that promotes homosexuality in this country?
I told you it's not homosexuality.
What is
I
it?
do human rights. Protect life.
You ask sodomy, she said human rights. We say sodomy, she said gay. We ask Ebisiyaga, she says sexual minorities. Confusion of the highest order. So what they do is they cover Bapa Kirechi. The baptismal name for that word is sodomy. But they are giving themselves a new name. Sexual minority.
You know,
Sempa,
you confuse
By
you confuse sexual.
You're a pastor.
Yes.
You're meant to heal these people.
Yes.
Not to confront them, aren't you?
No. Bible says open rebuke is better than secret love. This girl needs to be told she's a girl. This young girl needs to be told she's a woman, not a man. The longer you continue on addressing her as sa, now otandika okulimbibwa uno mwana muwala. Era singa manyine n'abekika kye. What tribe are you, by the way? olaba tamanyi na ggwanga lye. What clan are you? Tachimanyi asirise. Do you have fathers and grandfathers?
Of course he does.
Tachimanyi tagana kiddamu kimuswaza. What is your tribal name?
What's
Yes, in the black people, we have ancestors and descendants. The living today provide grandchildren for our ancestors. This young woman is denying her members of the family a chance to have children. In Pastor, Africa, that is so bad.
Pastor, if he's not come to your son or daughter, why don't you let them be?
No, you see, in Africa, we don't go with what I do is what I feel. I am because I am. In Africa, I am because we are. We are a community. We always ask, oyo mwana wani. Kadi mubuziza, oli mwana wani. Chimulemye okuddamu.
Pastor, you are recently convicted of blackmailing your fellow pastor.
Mubuziza, ono mwana wani. Kade ekyo sagana kyogerako. Olw'ensonga, lwaki onatuula wa n'abeera ng'ayogera ebisiyaga ne batamukwata. Sente etambula wansi ne waggulu. Bayina Obama, bayina David Cameron, bayina abazungu bonna buli ono bamuwa ekirabo kyo Clinton.
You are awarded.
Awarded Clinton. Yes. Bali awo beegabire sente n'ebirawo byotala onayina visa agenda America lwabisiyaga. Sente ayina kyakoze ekyamaanyi wabula kola ki? Kulya bisiyaga. Ono bamuwa
them as minorities.
She's being given a minorities. What is minorities? Please, I want don't you see now we bakubuzabuziza
omutwe. Some sort of sexual deviation.
Minorities.
Yes.
Minorities, they are trying to say majorities and minorities. You cannot equate, okay, a carrot with a banana. And I want this young woman to explain to you.
Let's give him a chance.
What does she use for sex? What do they use for sex? What do you use? What do you use for sex? As a man,
stop
this
insulting my food.
You see,
Sempa.
they don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, let's hear from him. Let's hear from Pepe.
Why don't you respect yourself?
No,
Pastor, can you become for now?
No.
Can you become? And let him respond.
Okay, I'll put these ones here.